favorite radio program, the Occident Hour Small, starring your old softy, Bert Healy.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
But still, remember, folks.
Smile, darkness, smile.
That's right, Randy. Smile, darkness, smile. Say, Wacky, who's that who just walked into our WAF studio?
Well, it's none other than the wealthy industrialist and Wall Street tycoon, Oliver Warbucks.
Now, Oliver Warbucks, I understand you have something to tell the folks at home about wonderful little Annie over here.
Well, yes, Bert Healy, I just told you this before we came on it. Yes, Bert Healy. Annie is an 11-year-old foundling who was born on the night of December 31st, 1922, and was left on the steps of New York's Municipal Orphanage.
Aren't you now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's missing parents?
Yes, Bert Healy, I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents' drop page. Furthermore, I am offering a certified check of $50,000 to anyone who can prove that they are, in fact, Annie's parents.
Wow, so Annie's parents, if you're listening in, get in touch with Oliver Warbucks at this station or directly to him at...
Why, at my home, Bert Healy. At my home! At my home, Bert Healy. 987 5th Avenue, New York, New York. And I would also like to thank the creators of all-new Occident toothpaste with all-new L64 to fight bad breath for letting me appear here this evening. And I just did a damn commercial. Grace, I have never endorsed a product in my life.
Oliver Warbucks. Good night. Thanks for dropping by, Oliver. So, Annie's parents, if you're listening, there's $50,000 and a wonderful daughter waiting here for you. So get in touch right away, you hear?
Why, Bert Healy, isn't it time for the wonderful Boylan sisters?
Oh, it most certainly is, Wacky. Well, I can see by the old clock on the wall that another one of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say Occident. The toothpaste of the stars.
To make your teeth Hollywood bright.
So for all the Our Smiles family, Ronnie, Bonnie, and Connie, the lovely Boylan sisters, Fred McCracken,
and Jimmy Johnson, radio's only mass producer.
This is Bert Healy saying, hey, hobo man, hey, dapper dad, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be both wrong, they stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear, and not from head to toe. So senator, so janitor, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Here he goes. Listen to Bert tap his smiling toes.
The lovely Boylan sisters.
Your clothes may be probably they stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed. You're never dressed without a S O S. What are you?
Yes, this is your old softy, Mrs. Edie's boyfriend, saying until next
This is Bertie saying, ha 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 ha. Hey, Nobleman, hey, Dapper Dan, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be full, rumbly, they stand out a while, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear, and not from head to toe, that matters. Ah, the lovely Boylan sisters. So senator, so janitor, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed without a they'll make a musical about her. Get to work. Miss Hannigan! Miss Hannigan! Say it! Miss Hannigan! Get to work! She never misses. A $50,000 reward. A $50,000 reward. God, I hate that Annie so much. You'd swear I was the mother.
Excuse us, ma'am. We knocked upstairs, but nobody answered. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah. Oh, Ralph, I'm scared. What if something happened to her?
Hush, Shirley. It's gonna be all right, Cheryl. She's gonna be here, and she's gonna be ours again. Ma'am?
What do you want?
Well, we had terrible troubles back then. We had to head to North Canada and had to leave a baby here on your front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie. You're Annie's parents? Oh, please, nothing's happened to her. I can't believe it. Annie's parents. Where'd you say it come from again?
We come from a little farm up in Canada.
Manitoba.
Where they got lots of chickens.
Little chickens.
And ducks.
Ducks.
And geese.
Oh, you should see all the geese.
And roosters. Gotcha, sis.
Rooster! I would have never known it was you. In 100 years.
Fooled you, Aggie. And we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
This is gonna be the best bunko job ever, Aggie. I know a guy out of jail who can doctor up a fake birth certificate or any other papers you want. But we need your help, sis, for the details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
Yeah, I could help. A lot. But what's in it for me?
Three-way split, Aggie.
Half. Half? Half.
Half. We need 5 grand each, straight down the middle. But we gotta do it fast, sis. Give them some of the old roaster, razzle-dazzle, in and out. So, 3 minutes at most. Get the money, get the kid, and get the hell out of town.
The kid, that's the problem. What do we do with her afterwards?
Aggie, that's no problem.
When the rooster wants something to disappear, it disappears.
For good.
Rose, stop!
Come on, Aggie. We get the 50 grand, we blow this crummy town, and then me and Lil meet ya.
Where? Oh, yeah. Easy street, easy street. Annie is the key, yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yes, sirree. Easy street, easy street. That's where we're gonna be.
And President Roosevelt has so far lived up to none of his lofty campaign promises. All we have had from the Franklin Delano Roosevelt and his so-called brain trust is a great deal of high-flown talk and virtually no action. In a nation racked by poverty, misery, and unemployment, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, Mr. President, if you're listening, we've had enough of your fireside chats. It is time to take up your mat and walk.
Criticism, damn it! None but criticism, damn it! I know.
Awful. You know, read the Washington Post this morning.
My friends, I say again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Franklin, you've already been elected.
Every cloud has a silver lining. You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Oliver Walks and Fred.
Thank you, Louis. Show them in.
Oliver?
Ah, Oliver. Good of you to come. Oh, thank you for inviting us, Mr. President. And who is this we have here? Oh, Mr. President, this is my good friend, Annie. Yes, she so wanted to come along to see you that, well, I couldn't resist bringing her just to say hello. Of course, the little girl who sang so beautifully on the radio last night.
How do you do, President Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? You're as lovely as you sounded on the radio.
Thank you, President Roosevelt.
Well, shall we begin? Ah, yes. Annie, if you'll just wait outside. No, Oliver. Let Annie wait. Having a child on hand will keep us our best behavior. Of course. Thank you, Mr. President. A child! I don't want to hear so much as a gush out of you.
Franklin, a child.
Now, Oliver, since you speak for those happy few Americans who still have any money left, I'd like to hear your views on the matter. Yes, Mr. President. In the words of Calvin Coolidge, the business of this country is business. Yes! And Mr. President, for the good of you, Wall Street, this country, and me, you'd better get my factories back open and the workers back to work. According to my latest figures, there are now 50 million Americans out of work, and nearly 50 million with no visible means of support.
Mr. President, if I may say so, unemployment is not our biggest problem. The dispatches from Germany are becoming more and more disturbing each day. There could be war.
Germany! Hell! People are starving in this country!
I know that, Harold, but in the long run, we're not.
For people who are starving, there is no long run.
The trouble is all happened at once. The stock market has taken another nosedive.
Sit down, strikes, riots, floods, duststorms, and the FBI still hasn't caught Al Capone. Well, at least we're all agreed on one thing. The situation is hopeless. It's getting worse. Henrietta, I'd like to see those figures.
There's someone coming out tomorrow. I bet you $5 that tomorrow.
Quiet, little girl. Harold, what did you say, Annie? Yeah, that's all right, my dear. Go ahead. It's still a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with the day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come on, babe, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Harold, stand up. What? You heard me? Stand up. Up, up, up. Now, Harold, sing. Sing. Yes, sing, like Annie. I've just decided that if my administration is going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country. But really, Franklin, you know that I sing. Yes. Louder, Harold. Bet your bottom dollar now tomorrow. Baby, shut. Yeah. Tomorrow is later. Cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's so enough for the president. When I'm stuck with that day, that's gray and lonely, I stick out of my chin and grin and say, everybody, if I could do all of it, sing. The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come on, babe. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day Harold?
Mr. President, a telegram.
It's not for me. It's for you, Oliver. From your secretary in New York. Hundreds of couples jamming streets outside house. All claiming to be Annie's parents. Have begun screening them. Suggest you return at once. Signed, Grace Farrell.
Oh boy!
Well, Annie, it looks as though the Hour of Smiles has more listeners than we thought.
Gee, hundreds of couples. One of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Well, Oliver, I suggest you better return to New York immediately. Yes, Mr. President, if you wouldn't mind.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Annie. Bye, President Roosevelt, and thank you.
No, Annie, thank you. You're the kind of person the president should Haberhampton. Mr. President, what if we set up 100? No. 1,000 federal projects! Dams! Yes!
Highways.
Yes!
No post offices.
Yes! And put the unemployed to work building them all. We could create 5 million new jobs within 6 months.
Weekly paychecks to get back all those millions off. Back to paying taxes. We could build a country so strong that nobody, including Chancellor Hitler, could ever defeat us in a war.
Mr. President, what we've got to give this country is nothing less than a new outlook, a new vision,
A new approach.
a new
Concept.
a new horizon, a new dedication,
A new spirit. A new attitude.
a new deal. I was right the first time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow. You're only a day away. Harmony. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow. You're always a day.
There's still no sign of Mr. Wolverhampton's son.
Drake, look at all these questionnaires. Do you realize that I've talked to 617 women who claim to be Annie's mother and 619 men who said they were her father? That makes, let me see,
1,236.
all liars. Drake, I never realized there were so many dishonest people on the island of Manhattan.
But some of them were from the Bronx.
Guys, we're home.
Where are they, Miss Mal? Where are all the people?
They're gone, dear. Come and gone. I'm sorry, Annie, but they're all liars and fakes after nothing but the $50,000.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
Gee, I thought for sure one of them would bound to be my mother or father.
Sir, this has just come in by a special messenger of the FBI.
Oh, finally! Thank you, Drake. Elliot Ness has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket right here in Utica, New York.
Oh boy!
That type of locket was manufactured between 1918 and 1924.
Type of locket?
Yes. Oh. Over 90,000 units were made and sold.
90,000?
I'm afraid the gist of it is that Elliot Ness doesn't think there's a chance in a million of locating your parents through the locket. I'm so sorry, Annie.
Gee, that's okay. I understand. I mean, you did do the best you could. I guess a kid could live with no folks. You didn't do so bad yourself. I mean, with all those Duesenbergs hanging on the wall and everything.
Excuse us, sir. We'll go check on the dinner menu.
Annie, a Duesenberg is a car. Babe Ruth is the right fielder of the New York Yankees, and, well, there's something else you should know. I've made me a fortune, that fortune made 10, been headlined and profiled again and again, but something was missing. I never quite knew that something was someone, but who? My speeches are greeted with thunderous acclaim at 2 universities bearing my name. Yes, something was missing each time I got through. That something was someone, but who? was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dream I would find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something was no one but you. Not bad for an old man, huh?
Yeah.
Who would love me for me? Love me for me alone. The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dream I would find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something was no one but you. Do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Yes, sir. I'll get them right away.
No, wait, Grace. I want you to stay for a moment. I haven't walked since J.P. Morgan went bust. Annie, why don't you, take a seat? Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
Well, Mr. Warbooks, if I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one else in the world I'd rather have than you.
Come here. Drake!
Yes, sir.
Call Judge Brandeis and ask her to come over and sign those adoption papers.
Yes, sir.
Grace, we're going to have a house full of guests. Tell Mrs. Pugh we'll need flowers.
Flowers.
Caviar.
Caviar.
Champagne. And this isn't just going to be your regular old adoption party. It's going to be a celebration. And you can have anyone in the world you'd like to come to it. Who would you like? Babe Ruth? Johnny Rockefeller? Madam Chiang Kai-shek? She's a lot of fun.
I guess I'd like you, of course. And Miss Farrell, Drake, Miss Pugh, Annette, Cecile, Miss I like everyone.
Of course. That's who I'd like to. Drake,
Yes, sir.
tell the staff to get spicked up. They're going to be the guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
And the kids?
Oh, I'm afraid it'll be way past their bedtime. But hey, I tell you what. We'll have everyone from the orphanage over here tomorrow for a big Christmas party.
And Miss Hannigan?
And Miss Hannigan. Why not?
Excuse me, sir. Everyone is getting, and these are your words, sir, spiffed up for the party.
Thank you, Drake. I suppose we better go and get spiffed up for the party too, eh? Grace?
Yes, sir.
Tell Cecile to put Annie... Why, Grace, that's a very pretty dress.
Thank you, sir.
Tell Cecile to put Annie into one of her new dresses and tell Annette to do something with her hair. I don't know, take her upstairs and, well, gussy her up.
Yes, sir. Gussy her up. Gussy her up.
Gussy her up. Gussy her up.
Annie, Annie, Annie.
Everything's humming now.
Hum, 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 hum.
friends, welcome to the happiest night of my life! I'm the luckiest man in the world!
And I'm the luckiest kid!
Together at last, together forever. We're dying at night, they never can sever. I don't need sunshine out to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you. You wrap me around that cute little finger. You made life a song. You made me the singer.
And what's that band to tune? You always ba-ba-ba.
Ba-ba-ba, anything but you.
Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
Not now, that's then. I'm poor as a mouse.
I'm richer than Midas.
But nothing on earth
Could ever divide us.
And
If tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't need anything but you.
Howard needed his mother.
Woolworth needed his shop. Woolworth needed his brother. Or else he could not. Let me come to all the rhyme. Happy and fair. Let's get it out there. Let it down. Rolling on air. And what's the title of every that just came true? I don't need anything. Anything. I don't need anything but
Now, Annie, Oliver, we may begin. The adoption procedures are very simple.
Sir.
According to the laws of the state,
Sir! What? Sir.
Shirley, look. There's our Annie.
Who are you? Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge. Mudge's the name. Ralph Mudge. And this here's the wife, Shirley.
You never knew it, dear, but you're Annie Mudge.
Annie, much.
We was sick and broke, honey, and didn't know which way to turn. And the man gave us the chance to work on his farm up in Canada.
But we couldn't bring along no baby.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
Mr. Mudge, is it? We've seen a great number of people who
Proof.
claim...
I expect you'll be wanting proof of who we are. Here's our driver's license and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl named Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, 28th of October, 1922.
October 28th? That's my birthday.
It was in her notes, sir.
Yes, I know. But I still don't.
Mister, please, you gotta believe us. We got in on the Greyhound this afternoon, and we went straight up to the orphanage to fetch our Annie. But the lady there said our little girl was up here.
Oh, Annie, all these years I've dreamed of holding you in my arms again.
Mr. Mudge, is it? On the night that Annie was left at the orphanage.
Oh, and here's something you wouldn't know about. But when we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half of the silver lock with her, and we kept the other half, so that one day...
Ralph, look, Annie's wearing it.
And here's the part we kept. Yes, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank
God, Ralph. She's our Annie.
She is. She is.
She seems to be.
Well, if you don't mind getting Annie's things together, we'll be taking her along.
Take her?
No.
Wait, Mr. Mudge. What about the money?
Money? Well, we ain't got much, but we'd be glad to give you whatever
You haven't heard that I've offered a certified check of $50,000 to anyone who can prove that they are, in fact, Annie's parents.
No, sir. We haven't heard nothing about no check. Anyways, we don't want no money.
Right. We don't want no money for Annie.
On the other hand, Cheryl, remember that little pig farm out in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could buy it. We could afford to bring Annie up right in the country with fresh air, fresh eggs,
Fresh ham.
fresh ham. Certified, huh? All I gotta do is make it out to myself.
Yes. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yes. You wouldn't mind if Annie stayed with us until tomorrow. Christmas. Then you can come and pick up her and the check.
Oh.
Oh,
Problem?
no, sir. Whatever you prefer. So, I think we should be getting back to our hotel now. Bye, Annie. Until tomorrow morning, honey. Then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us.
Oh, goodbye, Annie. Oh.
Well, goodbye, y'all. Oops. Pardon me. Beautiful.
Season's greetings, one and all.
Well, this is wonderful news, everyone.
Yes.
Wonderful. Annie has found her mother and father, and they seem to be very nice people.
Yes.
You're lucky, Annie.
Yeah, lucky. Just think, a pig farm?
Mrs. Greer,
Yes, sir.
champagne.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, this is cause for celebration. Not only because it is Christmas Eve, but also because we've just had the most wonderful news. Annie has found her parents. Everyone, I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
Annie, much.
Annie! Annie!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I seem to have the same effect on everybody. I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, that Mr. Mudge. I think I've seen him someplace before. I just can't remember where or when. I have the strangest feeling that he's not who he says he is.
Mr. President, Franklin, I need your help.
Of course, Oliver. Whatever I can do for you.
I was almost his baby.
Thank you, Grace. I could never have... Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas.
You're up early.
Yeah, well, my parents are coming for me, and I guess they'll be taking me out to the country. Will you come see me sometimes?
Of course. We'll come and see you, Annie.
You're up early too.
Well, we've been up all night, dear, and we've had quite the time of it. FBI men coming and going. Annie, did you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Annie, I've got something very difficult to tell you, and, well, the President is going to help me to tell it to you.
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt!
Merry Christmas, Annie. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Franklin?
Annie, very early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. Through the paper and the handwriting on your note, he was able to succeed in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yeah, Ralph and Shirley Mudge.
No, dear. They aren't your parents. Your parents were David and Margaret Bennett.
David and Margaret Bennett? But where are they now?
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
You mean they're dead?
Yes, dear. I'm so sorry.
So I'm an orphan, after all, like all the other kids.
Are you alright, Annie?
Yeah, well, I always knew my parents were dead or lost because they would have loved me and they would have come back for me.
I love you. Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
Atta girl! Who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but they knew about the locket.
The locket! That's our key.
Yes, but nobody knew about the locket except for us. And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Ah, Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted to meet you.
Same goes. I'd know you anywhere. You're the Oliver Warbucks.
Yes, yes. Miss Hannigan, why don't I introduce you to everyone? You've already met my secretary, Grace Farrell, of course.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, and this is the President of the United States.
Sure.
Oh, this is my butler, Drake.
Hi, kids. Hey! Look, kids, there's a Christmas tree. Oh, my goodness.
Sir, this has just come in by special messenger of the FBI.
Thank Oh, comes the dog. Now it all fits together.
Annie, come look at this.
Leaping lizards, who would have guessed?
Show it to the president.
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Thank you, Drake. Show them in.
With pleasure, sir.
Drake. Franklin, shall I have them call for your car?
No. Eleanor can wait.
Won't you please come in, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
Good morning.
Good
Morning. And Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry, 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 Merry Christmas.
There she is, Cheryl. Our little girl.
Your little girl.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hello, dear.
Well, we don't want to bother you on Christmas and all. We just come to pick up Annie. The suitcase.
Allow me.
And oh, the check.
Ah, of course, the check. Why, I had almost forgotten. Here it is, Mr. Mudge. $50,000. Certified.
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 Paid to the order of Ralph Mudge.
Read it again.
Paid to the order of the jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
This is
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Frankly, I do believe that fraud is a federal offense, and that your Secret Service agents have the power to arrest.
Yes, Oliver, they certainly do. Boys, would you handle it?
I can't go back to prison! Get your heads off me! Get off!
Tis the season to be jolly. Ba la 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 la.
Solo for Warbucks, and you'll find this woman's their accomplice! Arrest her too, please.
Mr. Warbucks, Oliver, I never done nothing wrong. I always been nice to you.
The jig is up.
And tell them how nice and how kind I always was to you.
I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan. The one thing you always told me is to never tell a lie.
Oh, I'll let you know a little secret. I never liked you, you little gold digger. I never liked any of you.
Your days are numbered.
Annie, we'd like to meet your friends.
Kids, this is Miss Grace Farrell.
Hi. Hi, kids.
Oh, and this is Mr. Daddy Warbucks.
Hi, kids.
Oh, and this is the President of the United States.
Hi, kids.
Kids, Miss Hannigan is gone for good! And you won't have to work anymore! Instead, you'll have classrooms and teachers!
Hey, but listen here, kids. No more mush.
No more mush! No more mush! No more mush! Yes, kids, that's right. For you and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is going to be the beginning of a wonderful new life. I know the depression's depressing.
The carols are stilled, the stockings filled,
And windows are minus their dressing.
the children don't grin, the Santas are thin.
And I've heard a terrible rumor. No goodwill, no cheer. We're getting a new deal for Christmas this year.
The snowflakes are crying and falling, and no more pinks, no peppermint sticks.
And all across the land, folks are bawling.
And filled with despair, 'cause cupboards are bare.
But Santa's got brand new assistants. There's nothing to fear. They're getting a new deal for Christmas this year.
On Polly and Perkins, on Icky's and Wallace.
Christmas.